But I don't mind being nuts. Told them I am weird. She was like, oh my god, you're weird. Why are you weird? You're not supposed to be weird. Don't think negative about yourself. Then this Arpita auntie, she said that being weird does not mean you are bad or anything. It just means you are different and people can't understand that difference. Same way, I don't get this something. This something makes us, what makes you great, what makes you small. Nobody will remember you in 1,000 years. Why do you have to be someone? Be nothing all day, that also. Anyway, people will forget you. Why does it?
What is the backup in life or not? Is that purposefully removed from your thought process?
Give us an example. What did you
Like
observe?
if the power goes up, there is no backup system. Or if the water
Wait.
pumps
So
in.
when the power, that itself is a good example. So let us say the power goes off, there is no backup system. Why do you say that there is no backup system?
Like you don't have power grid connected to power grid or generator or windmill. Or
Yeah, but
it's
why
only
are you
dependent
saying
on-
that there is no backup? When the power goes off, you said that there is no backup. But what do you mean by there is no backup?
backup of power?
Yeah, but the power. So what?
Yeah. So you might have backup in your mind, but is this really because in our life we create a lot of backup? Is that really good thought process or it's a wrong thought process?
Yeah,
Keeping backup in life.
I don't know whether it's good or bad. Yeah, that's interesting. What we think of as backups and yeah. I think it all. If I look at these cards, it boils down to these two doings and capabilities. We somehow think that because if this is not there, what will we do, kind of thing, and we think that there is no backup, but we are much more capable. A poster, it's not put up. I think we should paint that up. There's a bird sitting on the branch and saying the bird is not afraid of the branch breaking because the bird is believing in its wings. Okay. So that's what it's all about, capability. Why are we so worried about that if this does not work? So what? I'm capable enough to figure out at that time what else I want to do in life or whatever. Right? The other day we went out for Friday outing and we all decided we will cook, and we were like almost out of matches. Right? And then people were saying, what if this does not light up? I said, yeah, fasting is an option. Why not? Right? It's not alien to us. Though unfortunately the fire did come on and everything got cooked.
Only does open learning make capable for the future?
If open learning doesn't make people capable for future, open learning believes they are already capable at any point of time. We don't need to make anybody capable. Yeah, which is what you see here. Are we all capable of doing all these things? Are you capable of doing all this? Lovely. I was admiring sitting here 5 minutes back. Whom I was saying it has come so. Akhil, I was telling you it's come out so well. Right? Were you capable of doing this? But you were, in a way. I think in your own style you have worked it out and it's looking so nice and it's so amazing. Right? So you yourself have proved yourself that one doesn't need to prepare to अच्छा Aarohi जा रहे clay class करके जाते हैं. You are right here, right? And look at what magic he has created there, Olympus. What magic she has been creating. Everybody here, meaning I'm just taking some examples. She has been. So I think everything doesn't need to be created first. Yeah, we are just capable of responding at that moment.
I would just like to there's no question as such, but just adding to what he's saying, thinking of the doing bit of it, right? Like for me, in my head, doing means I always visualize the final result, okay? And coming here, I realized the wall mural or whatever. I am someone who doesn't understand art, A, B, C, nothing of it. And just being with him, observing him, every day I could get one bit of it. And then I realized, okay, this is not so difficult. So for me, personally, that doing bit is not always that end result. You just start and add bit by bit. So that was a big unlearning for me.
In fact, just to add to it, I think that doing is the everything. Just start doing. And because first day I was not able to understand what to do. And then where to do, what to do, everybody was started doing something. I was not able to get into any place. Then I just started doing it. And from that moment I enjoying start.
Yeah. And yeah, you are right. Doing will bring out the capability, right? Doing will give us direction. Doing will make us the leader.
We keep thinking whether we will be able to do it or not. That is not correct. We should just start doing it.
So does that answer your morning thing? How to give space?
To some extent, by just space as in the space to do, right?
Yeah, how do you give space to do? You yourself said it, the
Yeah,
answer.
just by starting and adding bit by bit.
Absolutely, not worrying about the result.
Result, yes.
It will evolve, right? Just like the Aman is evolving. This is the 4th week of work on Aman. 4 different teams. All 4 teams have never worked with clay. And all 4 teams have taken it one bit at a time. Nobody knows the result.
I am broken. No, he should not be broken. Destroy it.
If our child joined in Aarohi X,
I am disturbed.
and how I would like to point about this because other points I am well aware about it. Degree, certificate, which doesn't require and all.
Destroy.
Even if I require, then the NIOS option, everything we are aware of it. So actually, basically, before going to this, basically why we came here means 3 years before we came up to Dharmaburi, just a few kilometers from here. Kuvidam is there. So when we were attending the campaign there, someone came from Ozural. They said something like this in Aarohi, the Ozur also there. We didn't get a time to come here. We gone for other places called Unified. Like for the open schooling system, we were started our searching 3 years before itself. Then we found that Unified, they provided a syllabus which is enough for only 5 years. So now they already completed the 5 years. So now the next level they have to go. So we are well aware of it. We don't want that muck up and vomit system. So here, if they join that Aarohi X, how you people are making the children's multiple intelligences? No? So how you are making it? How they can able to become?
You to answer. You saw all the intelligences here. We are not making anything.
They are doing everything that action. So what I am asking, how the principally you are like feeding them to become.
Did you see any feeding? Did you, in your experience of last 3 days, is there a need of feeding?
But Aarohi X is totally different.
No, it's not totally different. It's
Because-
totally same. What did you see here?
We are planning for a day. So we are going like whoever knows they are taking a lead and other people are joining like a community.
That's it. It's the same.
Where is the 3-1?
It is not different. It is all same. And how did the multiple intelligence come in these 3 days? You saw different
In various,
intelligences in
various
action.
sector we are working.
Yeah, but how did that come alive? How did these multiple intelligences come alive?
Then we are involved in
Yeah, but who was involved in it?
ourselves.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, how did you see, anybody else, how did you see multiple intelligences? How did they come up? Different intelligences.
I think by getting involved in each and every activity, whatever.
Yeah, but not everybody was involved in everything. I'm saying in this space, how did different intelligence... You were also not involved in all the intelligence, right? But you saw happening all the. So how did that happen?
That's what I am aware of it, sir. That's I am aware of it.
No,
like,
but how did it happen, I'm asking.
by doing it, like they are doing that thing and clarifying it, and the doubt comes they are
Trying to be
asking.
part of something was for me.
Also the environment here.
Yeah, and what constituted that environment?
Community.
Yeah, community. Also community
So
based
we didn't create the multiple intelligence. Somebody said I will do trampoline. Somebody said I will do art. Somebody said I will jump. Somebody said I will sing. Somebody said I will drum. Somebody said I will do stitching. So the people created that environment. If maybe only I was there, maybe only I was drumming, then it's not multiple intelligence. No? But the moment you put 10 people, 10 different intelligences will automatically mushroom. And then you have a garden of multiple intelligence. So all you need is a group of people automatically different. Somebody is interested in philosophy. Just in lunchtime you should have seen. Somebody is interested in Jallikattu, somebody in this philosophy, somebody is doing forest, food forest, somebody was discussing something else. Maitre had his own mat with his own board. Not the topic, Maitre was the board. Beauty is not of one person doing, beauty is of all automatically wanting to do things, then automatically. So that is why I am saying Aarohi is totally similar. The only difference is physical, that is online. How does that matter? In today's world, it just doesn't matter. We were doing theatre, they experienced we were doing online theatre. Little online lag and all was there, but still we were enjoying in our own way.
But does a person go over his comfort zone? Like, starting is okay. I tried drama, tried theatre, but will there be any push to go further my comfort zone? Like, I say theatre only I have to do, but at one stage I will start feeling difficult or boring. Then I will leave it. I will start doing something else. Then I will do that little bit. Once I start getting tough, again I leave it. That becomes habit also. So,
You are the ring.
how we try to cross that?
She's the ringleader. She'll answer.
Why do you need to cross that?
Because, yeah. That depends on the answer that whether we want to reach somewhere or not.
If you want to reach, you'll obviously do it if it's difficult or boring. If you don't like it, then you'll leave it.
Naturally, I will end if I find it tough.
How can you say that? What have you left naturally?
Not in the life I have to because
That means you didn't like it that much. That means you didn't need it or like it that much.
that is true.
Then why do you need to reach a certain level when you don't need it or like it?
If I had done it, let's say sports. Okay. If I had done it, I would have been at some level. Or maybe in education, normal education also. At one stage I left it. That is okay anyway. Even in general things, like once we start finding it difficult, we start leaving it.
I'll give you an example. So when I was younger, I really liked cooking. So I learned all kinds of recipes and stuff. And at one point, it became very difficult. Like I had to brew stuff. I had to, do difficult stuff. I didn't want to do it anymore. My parents said, why don't you want to do it? You can become a master chef now. What will I do becoming a master chef if I don't like it? At that point, I didn't like it anymore, and I had the essential skills of cooking.
But you not like it because you were not able to achieve and not able to progress, or you naturally don't like cooking? Then why
No,
you like
at
it before?
some things are just like that. You start liking them, and then once you go deeper, you realize, no, this is not my thing. Like violin is really difficult. I can just leave it right now, abandon it and run away. Nobody will say one thing also. But I don't want to because I enjoy it, I like it, so I'll keep doing it. Same way, that's what happens.
But don't you agree that if we put levels to cross, somebody can reach a higher goal? Let's say if I am learning violin, okay, and I have been set into goals like, okay, you achieve this much, you achieve this much, you achieve this much.
And we'll go.
Then, assuming I have a little bit of interest, and let's say if I'm left to myself, then won't at one stage I will stop playing, even if I have been capable of achieving, let's say, 4-5 levels.
You are capable of it, but you said little interest. Now this comes into play too much. It always depends on the interest, and it should depend on the interest. Without interest, why would I want to do anything? Now I am super engrossed in violin, and that's the only reason I'm doing. I don't have any other reason. I don't have anything else to it. Like I don't want to become a master musician. I don't want to earn a certificate in an exam. I just like it and I'm doing it. Now, even if I put milestones, now I like it, so I will pass that milestone. So one day, if I stop liking it, then I won't want to pass that milestone, and that's fine. Because I'll have something else I like by then.
So that shift is happening in liking just because you're finding it tough, or you are. And what triggers you to leave that thing?
I don't know. I just know I don't like it anymore. I don't think about it that much. If I don't like it, I move on. What will I do thinking about it, why I don't like it?
Basically, what I think she's very clearly explaining is that the impetus to move, the internal joy to do something, if it is higher, then the other thing does not look like tough. It just looks like another thing to do in learning that. And if I don't have that interest, if I don't have that joy anymore, for whatever reason I had it till now, that's absolutely fine. Isn't that okay? That's what she's saying. And if you look into your life, you would have left many things, and you would have sustained many things, right? Or even few things. And that's your choices, right? Many people here would know swimming. Why didn't we all become swimming champions? We just wanted to learn that much to have fun in the pool. Why should everybody become another swimming champion? Right? But we wanted to learn. We all learn. We enjoy swimming. She enjoys swimming. Aditi enjoys swimming. I'm doing people whom I know. And we all just enjoy. We don't need to win any competition. Or for that matter, anything. So it's the same with anything in life. It's the same for her in cooking, the example that she gave. Which I've also heard for the first time. Good.
But is it okay to start, stop?
Why not?
Maybe multiple years in your life.
Why not?
But what
Isn't
will
that
you do?
natural? It's very natural.
But what will you do if I'm just stopping or getting to some levels and again?
Yeah, but you are constantly doing. So doing itself is doing something to you. And that is the real essence of doing. It's not about achieving anything in just because I started doing. Just because you started making one oven doesn't mean now you make some 100 oven, you get the greatest ovener of the world. No need. Right? You did one, you got satisfaction from it. Take it. That's it. That's pretty much it. But in certain things, you may automatically want to invest more time, energy, and effort. That is your calling. In fact, that is the funny part. In the conventional system, it's like presumes that whether you like it or not, dhakka lagaye jao, you keep pushing. Daddy pushes, mummy pushes, teacher pushes, tutor pushes, society pushes, peer pushes, till you are, whatever pushed it. Pissed or pushed it.
Yeah, I think this whole thought of leaving, or rather, I will say that is not even being questioned. Like when you say you do something and then you leave it, okay, but there is so much in doing itself. Yeah, so nobody is looking at that. Nobody is saying that last 2 days you have been working on oven and very hard working. It takes under sun, finding out solutions, discussing, getting references, designing, imagining, maybe finding some more ideas, thoughts, solving a lot of problems. So much you did in last 2 days, but nobody is talking about that. What somebody might talk is that oven, have you made it nice or not? Have you completed oven or not? Are you going to make more ovens after this or not? Are you going to grow up making oven or not?
Champion oven.
Yeah. So I think in case of children, I'm taking example of children again, because the moment child opens his mouth that I like cricket, chalo beta, coaching class mein. And now you have now the next Sachin is going to come out of this my child, because my child loves cricket, kind of a thing. But we don't understand that even if he goes to coaching, even if he leaves that coaching, even if he finds it difficult and then leaving it, or even if he's not finding difficult and has found something else and then doing it, but in that whole doing, so much is happening and we underestimate that process. And I will say I will underestimate that learning. And the end results become somewhere, I guess it's over talked about ki you have left the interest, and then there is so much I will say even the same thought is passed on to children, that it's not nice to leave something. If you're leaving something, that means there is something wrong with you. Okay? And our children are not able to leave schools because there is something wrong with leaving school. We are not able to leave our jobs because there's something wrong in leaving the job and then starting something else. There's something wrong in you're saying.
I don't think it should be called leaving at all, because it makes it sound negative. It should be called moving on. You are moving out of something, you learn from it, and all that you could learn, you took from that. Now you are moving on to the next thing you can learn from. You are not leaving it, you are taking it with you.
Because also there is always an option for you to come back. Also, I would, what Ethos is saying, I'm just extending it. Somehow, for whatever reason, this conventional system, which is a recent system, it's just about 100 years old, has placed too much importance on contents. Okay, but in the whole process, we have forgotten the container, which is us, the child. Right? The child is the container. The contents could be anything. Today the child is playing cricket. Tomorrow the child could be doing, let's say, programming. The third day the child could be doing graphics. So the contents can keep changing in life, right from when the child is born till we die. But it's the container which is important. So that is what IT is saying. Nobody is talking about the container, what it did to the container. Everybody is caught up with content. Oh, you are doing this, so what results? Now show the results. Right? So there you go. You are saying you are not important. What you did was important. The results are more important. So the content become more important, not the content. Well, what she's trying to say is everything that we do adds to the container. We develop ourselves, and that is what is really the strength of the wings I'm talking about. Then whether today some business can go out, I can lose my job, COVID came, lives turned upside down, things will change. So contents will keep changing. But if I have belief in the container, then I can adapt to whatever else is happening. People said when we shifted here, okay, you don't know Tamil, you don't know Kannada, you don't know Telugu. These are the only 3 languages still here. Are you sure you want to come here? We said, how does that matter? That is just a language. There are human beings around, na? I don't need to look at him and say, ye Telugu hai ki Tamil hai, ye insaan hai. He's a person out there. Let me connect to him as a person. And believe us, we have, Aditi was here almost 7-8 months. They have made the whole initial campus just all alone. Literally, meaning there were other people, but she was good. And she still doesn't know any word of Kannada or Telugu or Tamil. And the whole campus came up.
Exactly. I think environment also just makes you learn, because I was just talking to him. They speak Malayalam, and थोड़ा देर बैठने के बाद I could understand like little bit of it. So it's not.
Yeah. And even if you don't understand language, you still connect because you are connected, not because of other language. So language again is the content.
I think also this whole thing, ki if I would have done it, I would have been that something. That means, are we saying I'm not something today? See, it's just a matter of choices. We are, in that sense, I'm one. I can be only one at that moment. I can be something else at that. So today I'm sitting right now here. I can also join electronics club. I can also do my work. I can also go to the kitchen. But I'm choosing right now to be here. But now if I say, oh, wish I would have done the cooking, then, that would have been added more to my, all those reflections keep on happening. But I think somewhere we are underestimating what I'm right now today. If you would have pursued sports, maybe you would not have done whatever you're doing now. So I think there is always a, 2 sides of the coin, and you get only one side at a time and not get both the sides. And if you could have done sports, you would not have done many other things which you are doing right now. Yeah, so I think you lose out something and then you gain something. So many of the time this fear brings to us that, oh, if my child little pushes himself for say or herself for say sports or say do something little more, then the child will be something, whatever they will excel. And I think those excels are part of Excel sheets only, which only gives us the numbers, which only gives us the graphs going up or down kind of thing. It doesn't talk at all about that, what we are talking about, the doing. Yeah, you want to add something?
Pause 1 minute. How many people want tea?
Under that fan, AC, and events that electricity, it will affect them definitely. That news, it's nothing, it's zero for here. So once you reach home, then that will affect, without electricity, how we are going to manage and all. So that's why, that is a place where this type of life will come. So in future also, something like a world war, something comes, then there is no electricity, there is no food, there is nothing, then you have only the children's degree certificate, then what the child children will go to do? So they have to be a boss and they have to live that life. So that's what we are mentioned to that, and we have to prepare a child to sustain in any stage in their life.
Degree is just, I think, for everyone. We are taking a degree not for the degree but as a
Backup. As a backup.
degree, I don't love degree.
Taking a degree and certificate, then we are going under any boss and working as a slave. So, which we don't want our children to do. So we have to be a boss. They have to be give a job to others. So that comes under this type of education. This is what we understand.
Can I say something? Okay, I will say something.
You have the ring.
Yeah, I have the ring also. So I think this whole problem of the coal going, oil going, everything is going because of one thing. Everybody is worried about their future. So people, right, instead of worrying about what they need right now, they'll take more. They'll be like, no, I need it for the future. And then they'll take more. I also do that. I am not saying I'm some saint. I also do that. And I think that's stupid. Who knows if I will need some extra food later. I'll take now and then I won't be able to finish and then I'll end up wasting that food. It's a small example. If this thing happens in large scale, that's why we have a deficit of oil, coal, everything. Same way, why are we worrying about it when we could be doing something about it? I could say, yeah, oh my god, we need to save trees. I have to plant a tree. I will plant a tree there. I will plant this tree. And then all this time I will be wasting my time talking instead of planting that tree. So we should just forget about all this future, past, present. None of that exists. You are there and you are there now. Nothing more than that, nothing less than that. You do what you can do now and then you hope for the best.
We should set our goal to, like, we should set our milestone, okay, we should reach or any means we should reach and all. We should not be with the empty knowledge and we should not be with empty hand. We should set our goal and we should move towards that, right?
Why do I
Any
need
type
to
of
move towards the goal? I can move in that direction, there's nothing there. Who cares? I will find something there obviously. But that doesn't mean I have to look in that one direction and say I have to go in that direction because that thing is there. I can obviously move in another
We
direction.
definitely working in every way. Suppose we are moving towards a sustainable life, okay, self-living, okay. Suppose we won't think about, okay, planning a tree and traditional house. Nothing we are thinking about it, okay. One day the day comes where the food is not available in outside, electricity the government is not able to give. Then if we are not setting any goal, then we were stuck.
I think she is also adding, I'm doing something right now. That doing also can be maybe she's. What I'm saying is that we are forgetting that we are doing something. We are living today, and living today is part of. I'm engaged with something. So it doesn't mean it doesn't happen in one flip that today it's like that and tomorrow everything will gone away. No. There's a lot of happening in between. You're just not leaving everything. We are not talking about the leaving everything. We are talking about living every day. Okay, and when you
Also to add to you said you should whatever look for a goal. I would just say remove that should. Okay, maybe change it to could. Whoever wants to have a goal, however ambitious, fine. If somebody wants to climb Mount Everest, that's that person's ambition. He has to have a goal of climbing Mount Everest and he's working towards climbing that Mount Everest. Right? So that person has a goal. Somebody does not have a goal, he goes trekking, today he goes trekking to this mountain, tomorrow he goes trekking. He doesn't have a goal. He is enjoying trekking, another one has a goal. So not everybody needs to be goal oriented. Whoever wants to be like that goal
I
oriented
think
can be
this
goal-oriented.
goal
Another
itself
person-
is very dynamic.
Another person is not goal oriented, he's only doing oriented.
Said that word goal means like it's not for ambitions or something. No. I just said because for a family, we require to make a sustainable platform. So
That is the need, that is your need. And again, different needs will be different. So depending on what your need is, you will have to figure out a way to either fulfill them or figure out whether it's a need only or not. Right? Like we thought that we don't need a refrigerator. Initial thought was, kaise karenge yaar without refrigerator? So many people and all that. But now it's what? Almost 10 years, 11 years. We haven't used refrigerator. We've forgotten how to use a refrigerator. So needs is subjective. Right? One family will have different, your family will have different. That, yes, you can. But what basically we are saying as a goal oriented, that's a very Western concept. Goal oriented. If you ask I don't know, not today's farmer at least, but let's say 20, 30 years back farmer, they don't really have a goal. They're just happy if their crop is, if they sow a crop, if the crop comes out fine, decent, and they get food to eat, they are happy. They don't have a goal. Tomorrow I should be promoted, then I should get a raise, then I'll become a CEO of my farm. Then whatever. They're already CEO of their life and they just continue living that. There is no progression, Is your life progressing? You ask a farmer, he say, what is that? I sow a crop every year. I reap the crop everywhere, I enjoy the crop everywhere. What else is progress? So that whole orientation is optional. I'm not saying anything wrong with somebody who is goal-setted. Somebody who wants to be goal-setted, even simple goals is up to them. So that's exactly, in open learning we are not trying to say you should be sustainable or you should be this or you should be that. We say remove all the shoulds. Now look at possibilities. You could do it this way, you could be very ambitious, you could be super ambitious, you could follow one thing till the end, till I become Indian cricket team captain or whatever. So it's all coulds. And when you have all the option in front, now choose which one you feel like choosing at this point of time. You may go ahead, change later, come back to it, whatever.
I think
So,
3 months.
Open learning is all about codes.
3 months back, for some reason, she set a goal for her that I will do trek to Kumar Parvat. Kumar Parvat is one of the toughest trek in South India. Okay, so she set it for some reason. Her reasons are also, you can call it weird, but they are her
She's
reasons.
the kind who to get out of the bed is a trek.
She has never been to. She has not done any treks, kind of thing. It was a 3 days, very, very strenuous. But she did a month of whatever the training preparation, which was compulsory before going for the trek for the whole group. She did it, and I think I can touch her feet for the determination she had to finish that trek. It was extremely, extremely hard.
I slept on most of the trek. I am admitting this and I will probably regret it. But my fitness level is trash.
Yeah.
It's trash. It should be in the rubbish bin. It's now improving. And that time it was even more trasher. So I started it and I was actually at the front for the first 1 hour. But then I got my period and then the pain started. In the middle, Ratnesh and Dviji uncle who is going to come, they treated me like a literal baby. They were giving me water at periods, and at periods of time I was falling down, I was waking up. I had to carry my bag. They carried my bag for a while. After going to the first point, I dropped dead. People were coming and tapping me, are you okay, are you not okay? And then the second day I said I'm not coming. But then I came, I finished it and I was really happy. I don't know why I set the goal, I don't remember. But I did it. Now I just think of it as a fun experience I never want again. And that's it. I did it. I think I did not, I was going to say that I wasted my 3 days, but I did not. I learnt a lot. But I didn't like it. So, I think this also answers your question. I started it, I finished the trek, because if I didn't finish the trek, I would be stuck atop that mountain. But for no other reason, only that I had to finish it. But now I don't want to do more trekking. I explored it, I didn't like it,
But
I'm
maybe
moving on.
later she may want to do
Yeah,
another
maybe
trek,
I'll
who
do.
knows?
Yes, that comes back actually.
Like
Once
the next
you're
one
done.
we are doing.
Yeah, this one I am only planning.
That's the beauty of living life. Like, you do what you wish to do. But
Yeah, just to give you example, our own son has set a goal for himself to be part of a professional footballer team. He's highly competitive. Okay, just because we are talking about non-competition, he's highly competitive. He gets kicks by winning. Okay, and he's I think past 4 years deeply into football, does 8 to 10 hours of various things about the football, right from the fitness to the food to living alone in Bangalore to ensure that he gets what he wants and all. He's just 17 years old. Our daughter is into many things. Okay, but when she's into that thing at that moment, she's into that. Then she wants to, and then because her reasons are different, she said, I don't want to get stuck with one thing. I see beauty in many different things, so I want to do many different things. Our son says, yeah, I want to see myself reaching somewhere. But this is what they both are saying. Okay? So I think that's what Ratnesh was saying. If it is my should, then it's my doing. Okay, then I will make him to do whatever I want him to reach. But it's his should. he has decided, for whatever reason, is the same environment, is the same house, is the same parenting. Okay, but for him, winning is the kick of life, and he can do any. He is actually really sweating out to get things done for himself and to be in that team and all that kind of thing. So I think even, but if you say my daughter doesn't have a goal, I think that will be underestimating this whole power of human being. Okay, not that she doesn't have a goal, but her goal have a different definition. And what my son has is, maybe the conventionally we can see that acha iska goal hai ki he wants to go to the, so maybe we'll be able to relate more. But being a parent who doesn't believe in competition, then I can say no, better don't go for competition. But then that's what his whatever his shoots, his goal, his things which he wants to do. So I think many of the time these shoots becomes very dangerous because they are our shoots, and I think they become dangerous for others, which includes our children. That you should do this, you should have goal, you should not live in something, you should go deeper into something, you should be sustainable, you should be whatever honest, you should be caring, you should be all those kind of things. I think when they set their shoots, I think we also set our shoots, and then we live up to those shoots, kind of a thing. So when these shoots are coming from the external thing, it's like, I may have the philosophy that backup should be there. Okay, that's okay, I can do backups for myself. But then if I have the philosophy that the backups stops me from doing what I want to do, then that's a different philosophy. Then your child might have that philosophy, that I don't believe in backups, I believe in me, right now. So I'm not saying what Lakshita is saying we all need to believe in, or what I am saying we all need to believe in. What we need to say is that what I believe for myself is that for me. Okay, not for our children, not for our for everybody else. We hear this out a lot, that I'm a parent, I know my child well. and I say that's the biggest myth of life. That I know my child well, because it's impossible, because I can only know myself. That too also I discover myself every day, yeah, and I don't tell everybody what I've discovered about myself today. Yeah, so I think many of these things are quite something which we need to think, because our children are asking us to think all that.
Future careers also, just explain it, because from the community, Aarohi community member, they told once you go there, Ratneshwar will explain about the future career. There is a college which doesn't provide a certificate, but there is a possibility there. So, just for our knowledge, they are asking
About what?
the future career. That there is a college there. They are providing education without a certificate and degree and all.
That is not important. What is, I think, future career is a lovely thing. And it is something for each one to build. And I guess it's a journey again. So each child, each individual, you will build their own future, will create your own career. Now there are, again, to me, maybe we can write future career possibilities, because the key word is not future or career, the key word is possibilities. If I think that there is only one possibility, then I will blindly follow that. If I think that there can be many possibilities, and I look around and see what are the possibilities, then I can start following those possibilities, whichever I like. So, in open learning, the key point is not what is your future or what is your career. But the key point is, are you looking, exploring, thinking what are the possibilities and which one you would like to explore or experience? So whether there's nothing wrong in going to college. There's nothing wrong in going to a college which does not offer degree. There is nothing wrong in not doing a degree at all. All of these are just options and possibilities. It's up to each one to decide what they want. Somebody may say, I want to become an IAS. It's a beautiful choice, isn't it? Somebody wanting to, let's say, become an IAS officer. But somebody says, no, I want to open a chai stall in Kelamangala. Even that is a beautiful choice, equally beautiful choice. But I should be aware that there are all of these are possibilities in front of me. And how I want to see myself and what I want to do in my life. When we start seeing the possibilities, to me that is career creation. Just yesterday we were asking this girl, why do you want to give 10? She says, so that I can score more marks than my sister. She got 89, so I want to get 90. So is that a reason to give 10? That's her choice. You see, so it's a question of each individual should look at the possibility. And what can we do as let's say parents, or what can we do as people who are in a community, is to show each other what are the different possibilities if they are not able to see it. If I am only thinking that this is the only way to live life, then I can show more possibilities, then it's up to them. Somebody says, I want to do an MBA and be the next CEO of Hong Kong Bank, I will say, great, go ahead please. If that is, but there are more possibilities, would you like to look at them? If you want to look at them, I can show you 20 other possibilities. If you like, you go for the CEO of whatever Hong Kong Bank. If you do not want, there are other 19.
But if we are following the certificate school system, then our possibilities are unlimited.
Even this way it is unlimited.
Here we don't
It
have
is, in fact, I would say if you are following school, college, then the possibilities are limited.
Excuse me.
Because you get stuck, just 1 minute. Because you get stuck. You start doing one thing, you think now that's my whatever line or life. Then it takes so much more to jump out of that line or life.
That's what
When you are not stuck with anything, everything is a possibility.
So here the lot of possibilities are there. No? That's what we want to know. We want to know about it.
Everything is a possibility. You don't need to want to know it. You just have to continuously explore. Right now your children are at an age where they will be exploring what is around them. As they grow old and they want to look at more possibilities, I'm sure you will be able to show them so many possibilities. So it's not like that one has to do only in one way. Yeah, you wanted to say.
Yeah, so for me, I was thinking of doing 10th NIOS, but then, Ratna said, why do you want to do? And I did not have a reason. And honestly, I don't want to do. I don't have a reason why go through that torture again. What I think is that I don't want to look at my future and work towards a goal because I'll be too invested in that to do anything else. So this reminds me of the story of Isaac Newton. He didn't want to become the master physicist. He didn't want to invent Newton's laws. He was a kid who didn't like school. He liked physics. So he did something to physics. He discovered, he shadowed the world said, good job, and he got that name. That's it. It was not like he was thinking, I want to become a physicist. Yeah, that's what. You're not thinking, it just happens. So I don't think you need to think about your career at all, no matter what age you are. Even if you are an old man, only 1 year you have left to live, you should not think, what will I do in this 1 year? Then that one whole year you will be planning. Instead of doing stuff, you will be planning. Same way in school or when you're preparing for this, you'll be too busy preparing to actually start doing it. So I say do it. No, don't even think about doing it. Just what you like, start doing it. You'll just find something you like and you'll become something or you'll become nothing. Whatever you want to do, it will happen. Is it that we don't have enough trust in ourselves that we need one piece of paper to tell us, yeah, I did it, I completed this course, please hire me. I can go and say, please hire me, I have did this. They will hire you. It's not like you have to show a piece of paper to prove yourself. unless you're going to get a loan.
Even that not necessarily.
I think you are also
required, right?
asking this question because sometime if we know that there are possibilities, it gives us the comfort that okay, I know there is a security, and I think that's what these two are questioning, that security.
Day comes, we
Yeah.
automatically.
At that time, if there is no college which doesn't give degree, you start a college. Your child, tell the child, you start. See, there's one girl who in our community, Shreya, I was having a talk with her. She said, "Uncle, I want to give this exam to get into designing, to get into NID and all that." Right? I said, "What do you want to do?" She says, "I want to do designing." I said, "Then start doing designing today." What is this? You have to prepare and then give exam, then study and then become designer. Start designing today. So she said, "No, but how will I?" I said, "You start designing today." So next day we announced the design open designers of Aarohi. We announced this that anybody who wants to join can join open designers of Aarohi. This one girl is already joining. So 3, 4, 5 people joined. And they started doing designing on a daily basis. They will meet, okay, and they will do designs and all that. And then they got within I think 2 months, or not even 2, somewhere around 2 months, they got their first project also. And they earned out of that project also. Their first designing project also they got. And they earned, and then they realized, "Arey, we can earn also right away." Forget we were preparing to get into somewhere. Right now we are already designing, and we can earn also. Immediately they said, "We want to form our own company." Now they formed their own group called Infinity, right? Which was written on the board also. Infinity meeting at 8:30 in the night. So every day they meet 8:30 to 9. And the rest of the day, whoever wants has allocated whatever time. Even Advay, he is also part of that Infinity. So he is 10 years old. And he is also part of the designers team, and there's a 17 years old and there's a 30-year-old, and so different age people have got together. And so that's the whole idea. That's what we're talking about. If you want to do something, do it. Why do you need to wait for some green flag to go up? Now you are called a designer. You are a designer the day you want to design. Right? As simple as that. Like you were the beautiful designer of the mural. So we don't need degrees, we need people to do. That is the whole part. Right? It's all out, it's available. Work is available. You just have to go ahead and do it.
I think security is a lie. Because when you think you have security, you'll be not on guard anymore. You'll be like, okay, I have everything ready, I have everything planned, it will go according to my plan. Now, I don't have a backup net for anything I'm doing. I literally don't. Even right now, I don't have anything. I don't need a backup net. Even if I need, I don't have one. It's okay if I plummet to my debt. I chose that. The thing is, security makes you feel comfortable, and life is not for feeling comfortable. It's for making feel others uncomfortable. There's this quote about art: great art comforts the disturbed and disturbs the comforted. That's what life is. It's supposed to disturb you, and it's supposed to give comfort to people who are disturbed. And that's all it is. You don't need one big plan of this security that, okay, if I fail in my business, I have 20 lakhs left, I will live my life with this. If I fail my business, I will starve to death. And I'm willing to do that because I chose that business. Now I don't want to go spend extra time begging for somebody money, de do mere ko. Instead of that time, I can do my business, and if I fail, then I will go beg money. Is my thing. You people can have security, I don't mind. It's your life. It's not like I'll steal it from you. So have it. I'm just saying, think about why you need it, because you probably won't use it anyways.
Yes, Lakshita.